Some of these families are praying their loved ones are still alive. For others, only memorial prayers. Their hope that the bodies will be released for a proper burial. Galia's son, Evetar, is believed to be alive. He was abducted from the Nova Music Festival. The last his family saw from him, he was being paraded in a video, too upsetting to show.
We heard very difficult testimonies about what they are going through, about the tortures, physical and mental tortures.
How confident are you that there will be an agreement, and how confident are you that your son could be coming home soon?
Now it must be an agreement. Enough. Enough. It's almost 2 years.
But despite the chance her son could be released as part of a ceasefire, for Galia and the other families, the plans are not welcome news. They insist that all 20 living hostages should be immediately released and at the same time.
Just 10 of them will get out. It's like a game.
Like a lottery? Or...
Yeah, or a Russian roulette.
The family of Bipin Joshi fear the odds aren't in his favour. A Nepali citizen with no family in Israel, coming from a country with very little international power.
He arrived to Israel 3 weeks before he was taken hostage. He was elected to take part of a program, and the whole point of it was to come to Israel for 1 year, get educated on agriculture and to work in the kibbutz, and then to bring back that knowledge to Nepal to help them with better nutrition.
He was seen being taken into Gaza on October 7th. His family has heard nothing since.
They don't understand the conflict. And it's heartbreaking. It's just heartbreaking. They just want their son back.
None of these families want to be the centre of international politics and conflict.
I'm just waiting that I will get the right phone call. Someone from our government will say to me, come to take your boy. He is safe now.
Do you feel confident that will happen?
Yeah, it must. No other way.
Galia, David ending Sam's report there. And Rohit's here now. Rohit, everything resting on this for the families. What have you learned about the ceasefire talks?
Well, we've been speaking to 3 sources with proximity to different aspects of these discussions, and together we think that we can build a partial picture of what's been happening behind the scenes. You know, and the good news is there has been progress this week. Several areas of disagreement appear to have been almost resolved. But what's clear is that although things can move very quickly, they don't always move quickly in the right direction. And what's clear is that the main sticking point appears to be the issue of redeployment. This is the issue of where IDF soldiers go in the event of a ceasefire. My understanding is that earlier this week, Israel presented a map which involved IDF soldiers remaining in an area much larger than would have been deemed acceptable to Hamas. And so there was some pushback against that. A second source in the United States says that that map had the possibility, the potential to scupper the entire peace process, the entire talks process going on in Qatar this week. A third source was less pessimistic and said that this was always likely to be the last sticking point here. Remember how this works. The Israeli government and Hamas aren't sitting in the same room. They're talking through go-betweens, through intermediaries. And so by the time that one detail can be negotiated between one side and another, that can be a substantial amount of time. Today, we've seen Prime Minister Netanyahu who is still in Washington. He's been meeting senior officials here, the US Defense Secretary. Those talks continue. There is some pressure from President Trump, who really wants to claim some sort of victory before Netanyahu gets on the plane back to Israel. That's due to be tomorrow night. What we're being told by people involved in these negotiations is that the possibility of a big breakthrough in the next day seems very unlikely. In the next week, that's possible.
Let's hope. Rohit, thank you.